The stars had always been vast, cold, and uncaring, but to humanity they were home. After Earth had been sundered by a cataclysmic asteroid larger than their moon, humanity had not perished as expected. Instead, they adapted. They had no choice. Scraping life from the edge of extinction, humanity forged their survival among the remnants of their shattered world. The home fleet was born out of desperation and ingenuity, a patchwork of salvaged orbital stations, crude void ships, and scavenged technology. Over centuries, this fleet grew into an armada, not a conquering force, but a collective of survivors, pragmatists, and traders. Wherever the interstellar community encountered the home fleet, they recoiled. Humanity was unsettling in its resilience. They asked for no worlds to settle, no territory to call their own. Instead, they sought technology. Artificial gravity, cloning techniques, hydroponics, and reactor blueprints. What they could not produce, they traded for with the exotic goods and rare resources they carried in their immense cargo holds. When offered paradise worlds, humanity politely declined, explaining with a ghost of a smile that the stars suited them better. But their guarded nature remained an enigma. To every species, humanity's mistrust seemed inexplicable. They kept their secrets, their history, and their pain locked away, until one fateful day on the Interstellar Council station. It happened during a heated debate over trade regulations. A representative of the Zan Collective, a race of insectoid diplomats with a reputation for disdainful arrogance, sneered at humanity's delegate. Perhaps your kind's obsession with void ships stems from the fact your homeworld was a death world, a shattered graveyard, long before the Council ever encountered you. The room fell into stunned silence. Humanity's delegate froze, their face an unreadable mask. You seem very well informed about Earth. More than most. The words were spoken softly, but there was an unmistakable edge to them. The Zan diplomat faltered. I misspoke. But the damage was done. Humanity left the council chamber without another word, their delegation retreating to the home fleet. For months the galaxy heard nothing. Humanity's ships, once a ubiquitous presence in interstellar trade lanes, disappeared. Then, rumors began to circulate. The home fleet had mobilized. Humanity had turned its formidable adaptability and cunning toward one goal: uncovering the truth. What humanity discovered was worse than they had ever imagined. The asteroid that shattered Earth had not been a natural disaster. It had been a deliberate act. The Zan Collective, fearing humanity's potential as they began to explore space, had engineered the asteroid's impact. They had sought to extinguish humanity before they could become a threat. But humanity had survived, and now they remembered. The home fleet, vast and unrelenting, descended upon Zan space like a firestorm. They fought not for conquest, not for territory, but for justice. Ships were torn apart in the void. Zan colonies were overrun, not with soldiers, but with Earth's deadliest predators, recreated through cloning and adapted to alien environments. Earth's pathogens, cultivated and refined in hidden labs aboard the home fleet, swept through Zan worlds, leaving devastation in their wake. It was not a war, it was annihilation. The Zan Collective, who had once sought to erase humanity from existence, was itself erased. Their worlds were left desolate, their fleets reduced to drifting wreckage. When the last Zan stronghold fell, humanity called for a meeting of the Interstellar Council. The home fleet arrived en masse, an imposing presence orbiting the station. Humanity's Admiralty Board stood before the gathered representatives of the galaxy. Their spokesman spoke with quiet intensity. We knew the asteroid was too large to be natural. For centuries we suspected. We never trusted the interstellar community because we feared more of you might share the Zan's treachery. We apologize for our mistrust. There was a long pause. But now that justice is done, let us truly be friends. The council was left speechless. Humanity's wrath had been terrifying, but their words carried an earnestness that was impossible to ignore. They did not seek vengeance against others, only fairness and cooperation. They extended a hand of friendship once more, their scars laid bare. From that day forward, the galaxy understood two truths about humanity. They were the ultimate survivors, adaptable and relentless, and they would never forgive betrayal. In the wake of their retribution, humanity became both a cautionary tale and a valued ally. The home fleet resumed its wandering, a nomadic reminder of resilience and the consequences of underestimating the human spirit.